Welcome back to Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. The path is set. We're going for fairy rings. But there is a significant amount of stuff in our way before we can get there. We need to complete Fairy Tale Part 1, and then do the first few steps of Fairy Tale Part 2, which have no requirements. So, realistically, the goal here is Fairy Tale Part 1. To do that, we need to complete Lost City and Nature Spirit, both of which have crafting requirements. Crafting level is 16, which is insufficient. So, first step towards this goal is training crafting. And what better way than doing some quests? Down here, in the Dwarven Mine, we're going to buy ourselves a pot and a pick. The best we can use is Mithril, and that's going to be good enough. Nice to see an upgrade on the tools there. A black axe and a Mithril pickaxe instead of our previous set of steel equipment. So that's something. And now we get to use our fancy cloak to get back over to the other side of the game. The pot is the first item we're going to need for the first quest. And that first quest will be Murder Mystery. Up here, at the Sinclair Mansion, Lord Sinclair has been murdered. And they are not doing a very good job of investigating. So we're going to snoop around a bit, find a green thread in the windowsill, come in here, just casually take the murder weapon, as you do. We got the green thread here. We need to find out whose it might be. We also have a pot here, which we get flour out of this barrel in the kitchen. Very convenient. The thread actually allows us to quickly narrow down the suspects. It's either going to be David or Anna. So we can look into their rooms to get their silver items, which are going to be useful in a bit. We got a silver necklace and a silver book. Now, whether that book is actually made of metal, it's just silver coated, I suppose. That's good enough. We can now get some fingerprints. We need to come over here, investigate these sacks to get some fly paper. And we don't need to grab everyone's items, since the thread has already narrowed things down. You come back here to get more flour, though. So if we use it on the criminal's dagger, we can get the unknown print. Use it on the necklace. You can wear the necklace. There's Anna's print, but they do not match. So we take another barrel of flour, using an entire pot of flour for each of these items. Use it on the book, match David's print, and it's a perfect match. to the killer's print, which is pretty good evidence, but not quite enough. So we need to talk to the gossip out here. And he gives us a bit of information that nobody bothered to tell us while we were here. We need to go and speak to a poison salesman in Sears Village, because there is a poison salesman here, and it seems that Lord Sinclair is poisoned. So one would assume a poison salesman might know what's going on. I guess he really can't be too surprised that his poisons ended up doing some poisoning. Everybody there bought the poison, which doesn't narrow anything down for us. But it does give us a little more information when we head back there. He smells the poisons in the pot. It says very clearly on the bottles, do not drink the poison. Extremely poisonous. Which must have given our murderer, aka David, an idea of how to do it. So now, we're gonna go confront him. Hey, David. I hear that you bought poison. Why was that? He claims it was a spider's nest upstairs. But a quick check will verify that the spider's nest is alive and well. Clearly, no poison was used here. Now that alone would not be enough evidence, but if we combine it with everything else we've got, we're painting a pretty clear picture here. Between the print, the thread, and the poison, all evidence points to David. And that is quest complete for 3 quest points, 1,406 crafting XP, and 2,000 coins. A decent number of quest points for that. Pretty easy quest. Crafting XP is really what we're looking for here, because that gets us 19 crafting, which is enough to continue on to our next quest. But first, we need to go get some supplies. There's some cakes. Whether or not we're actually going to need food is a question. But we're also going to need this silver bar here. Technically, we could have just mined a silver on our way to where we're going next. But since it's conveniently located right here, might as well. Silver Merchant apparently did not care that we were over here stealing. I guess the bakery is not his business, so that's fair. Next item we need is the Ghost Speak Amulet. Luckily, whenever we lose it, we can just come talk to Father Ernie again. And he says they're not hard, not easy to come by. But they really do seem to be easy to come by, since he has an infinite supply of them, which is convenient for us. Because, as we do not have a bank, we have to drop things. A lot. And the last thing we need will require a mold. Specifically, a sickle mold. On the way here, I got a Quizmaster random. So let's see what we get from that. Nature runes. Not bad. Not bad. This is what we needed the slightly higher crafting level for. There is a silver sickle. And now we will drop the sickle mold. Teleport to Varrock. And head towards Mauritania. Hello, Drezel. I've lost my Wolfbane dagger. But that's actually not why I'm here. Every time we drop that, he's going to give it back to us. Which is going to be annoying, but manageable. We are here for a quest. We ask him if there's anything we can go do in Mauritania, and he suggests that we head down into Mort Mire and check on a man named Philemon. He hasn't been around recently, so I just want to go make sure he's doing okay. And he gives us some pie. So that's fun. Some nice home cooking here from Drezel. All the way to the southern end of Mort Mire. We're going to leave without asking the questions about all of the things he was talking about. And I guess we can keep Wolfbane with us. Yeah, nope, dropping it. Don't care. Ow, ghoul. Enter the swamp. We could have asked him what a ghast is, but I think the experience really speaks for itself. You're running through a swamp, all these ghosts are attacking you, and if they get a shot, they will make your food be rotten, and if you don't have any food, they'll eat you instead for a small amount of damage. But with our running strategy, we've made it all the way down to the south, and there's Philemon. He's normally not out, but since another person's doing the quest, he's just chilling there. Jump over the bridge successfully. And we're going to drop some of these cakes in order to pick up some things. Philemon Tarlock. He is a ghost. A ghost that doesn't know that he's a ghost. His experience, he's just been hanging out here, and everybody that tries to talk to him has just been mumbling and incomprehensible. What we have is mirror, so we can show him that he's a ghost. He still doesn't believe it. But we eventually get through to him. It's an unfortunate situation to die in these swamps, because most of the time, people that die here turn into ghasts. He hasn't, which is at least a good start. We check in the grotto tree for his journal, which explains a process of becoming a nature spirit, hence the name of the quest. You have to constantly try to enter the grotto to get the spirit out, and then it's look at. It's a whole thing. Here's your journal. His dying thoughts were to make himself become a nature spirit. That is the plan. He was a druid, and now he's going to continue to help as much as possible with the nature in this area. And we're going to lend him a hand. We need to find 3 things. Something of faith, something from nature, and something of the spirit to become freely given. Start off with something from nature. Should be pretty easy. We've got a druidic spell. We can use this to cast a druidic magic to get some stuff of nature. But first we need to be blessed. And to do that, we need to run all the way back through the swamp. Unfortunate, but doable. If we can keep our run up, we should avoid the ghasts. Hey, Drezel. I'm back. Philemon is dead. Can you bless me? But first, Wolfbane Dagger. Great. We're going to help him become a nature spirit. This is the blessing, apparently. Apparently, that's good enough. And a little bit of a hint there in that dialogue. He says that we look like we have some faith about us. So we are, in fact, one of the 3 items. So now, we can actually get something of nature. But I'll do that back down closer to the grotto. Oh no! The ghasts are getting me good now. They took out one of my cakes and one of the pies. Left me with a pie dish, though, which I also don't need. Or this washing bowl. Cast. Druidic. Spell. And there is a fungus. So that is the item of nature. We are the item of faith. And the used spell scroll is the item freely given. Now we just need to use them on the stones. This is a spirit symbol. This is the faith symbol. And this is the nature symbol. So the mushroom is of nature. The spell scroll is from the spirit. And then luckily, we don't disappear into the stone. We just need to talk. And that would solve the puzzle. He casts a spell to become a nature spirit. Enter the grotto. And it's been done. We can enjoy the show here. A whole bunch of crazy green happening. And now he is a nature spirit. He'll now teach us how to kill the ghasts, which is pretty cool. And this is what we needed the silver sickle for. He's going to enchant it. Or, I guess, bless it, in this case. With the power of a nature spirit. And now, anytime we want to make another one, which we absolutely will need to, as we're going to be dropping this but it's needed for later quests. We can now use the Silver Sickle B for Blessed, to get stuff much like the Mormire Fungus that we got using the Spell Scroll. Put it into the Druid pouch, and then that will protect us from the ghasts, and also allow us to attack the ghasts. Just need 3 things. Fill the pouch, and then either wait for the ghast to attack or use it directly. Now they're only level 30, and we are level 63. We also do not have very much in the way of armor on. We just need to kill 3 ghasts, which will not be a problem. We still have all these cakes and pies, so even if they did do a little damage, it'd be manageable. Need to use the pouch because they're being a bit slow for my efforts. Also, when you kill a ghast, you get prayer XP. So that's pretty cool. It's not good prayer XP, but it's prayer XP. And I guess technically, as an Ultimate Iron Man, good prayer experience isn't really a thing. So 30 prayer experience for 1 fight, I guess I'll take it. And that's 3 ghasts defeated. And we fell into the river. But we managed. Search the grotto to get the nature spirit back out. We have done what he asked of us. And now, this will be changed to the altar of nature. More fun green magic. Blasting all over the place. Quest completed. 2 more quest points. 3,000 crafting XP, 2,000 hit points XP, and 2,000 defense XP. Welcome to the altar of nature. 24 crafting. We can now make sapphire amulets. That's pretty good. We can get ourselves a magic amulet with that. I might be wanting that pretty soon. And that means we can always go and get ourselves a magic amulet whenever we want. Just need to source a sapphire, which is pretty doable. Putting out this altar is an easy Mauritania task, so that's also nice. But we're going to be dropping the sickle, the pouch, the mirror, the dagger, and Ghostbeak amulet, maybe. Trying to think what order I want to do more things here. There's a lot of different steps that I want to be taking, but I think we don't need the Ghostbeak amulet. I will keep it until I finalize my next plans here. But that crafting experience was a very good start. And that also is one of the 2 we needed, quest-wise, for Fairy Tale Part 1. So now all that's left is Lost City. And Lost City is going to be a whole thing itself. But first, we need 31 crafting. The combat, not an issue. Well, it's a little bit of an issue. What we really need to worry about is the 31 crafting. But that is a problem that we can solve with more quests. Next time. Goodbye.